Welcome to Bumbling Gardener. Today we're going to have a look at my seed starting setup. Originally I had purchased a seed starting setup on Gardener Supply Company. It was the stacking seed starting kits. It came all inclusive. It was an LED light. Retails for $245. I was thrilled to buy it. Really excited, kind of like a COVID reward after being stuck in the house. So I put my order in, I put my payment through, and I never got it. So it was back ordered. I kept checking the website. However, for some reason my order got kind of in a limbo mode. They couldn't find the order. In the end, they were able to find it. And I said, you know what, maybe this is a sign. Maybe this seed starting setup was not for me. Maybe it was a little too expensive for my budget. So I canceled the order. And then I started my search for low cost, something that looked good because I don't want to put it down in the basement like I've had in the past, because it's just not easy access to the seed starting setup, and you really have to kind of baby and watch your seedlings. So I wanted something that I would be actually using in here, which is my dining room, which I don't really use that often, so it was kind of like wasted space. So I went to my favorite vendor, which is Amazon, and started my search. I had done some research online. People were using these wired shelving units, and I thought I would get away with one setup. But as you'll see, I ended up with two. So let me tell you a little bit about this. This is a wire shelving unit. It's Amazon Basics. It was $39 for each of these shelving units. Now, you might look at this and say, why didn't you just go for a 4-foot and have it combined? I couldn't find something low like this, and I didn't want it to go past the stairs over here. So I needed something shorter, and I didn't want the lights sticking over, and the 4-foot unit was just, it didn't work out with the 4-foot light. So I got, these are about 2 feet wide, and I believe they're about 14 inches deep. And as you see at the bottom, there is some casters. So this is a mobile unit that you can move around. So this was $39, like I said, for each of these setups. Then the lights, I also got from Amazon. These are grow lights, they're LED. And as you can see, there's 2 LED strips on each one. It comes with the reflectors on the sides. And then you'll see there's a mounting clip here. And then it gets connected to this wire hanger, which you can adjust the height. It's pretty easy. You just push in and you can push it down. And then you can also pull it up. So it'll make the adjustment of the light pretty easy for the seedlings, because as the seedlings grow, you want to be able to move the light up so they don't get too close to the light source. You don't want them to get burned. So these 2 lights, I think were $34 each. So I got 2 of them. These here actually light up, they're pink. And these over here were the first ones I bought. These actually light up, the light looks white. However, they were out of stock on these when I decided to buy my second setup. These lights can be strung together. You'll see down over here that they come with this connecting wire where I can connect both units together. So then I only have to plug in one set of lights here. So I have actually the 2 lights. So let me turn them on so you can get an idea of how bright they are. And again, you have 2 controllers here, so you can do one light or both lights. That's the pink. And here we go with the white light. So they're pretty bright. It's hard to tell in daylight, but at nighttime you can see how bright that they are. So you'll notice that these lights are different colors. We have one that's a hot pink, it's kind of cool, and one that's a white light. But the spectrum for both lights are complete. So they should be providing all the light spectrums that you need to grow good foliage and encourage good strong root system. So it's going to be interesting to see if this different color of light makes a difference, even though the spectrum is supposed to be equivalent. These lights are by Minios. They were $34 for each at Amazon. So I also got these seedling trays, and you'll see these. And if you go to my blog, bumblinggardener.com, you will, I have all the links to these products, so if you wanted to purchase, it'll take you directly to the links in Amazon. But these I like because these come with a tray that is not draining, and then the seedling tray is draining. And then let me grab this. So this is from a company called Quorum. They were $20.99 for 10 sets. And what you get for each set is the bottom tray, the seedling tray, and this cover that actually, and I'm not really sure how this goes in yet, I haven't figured this out yet, but actually I think this snaps in, and you can adjust the moisture that's in, it's like a little greenhouse, so adjust the moisture that's in there, keep your seedlings moist. It also comes with plant markers, and even comes with some planting tools, a dibble and a little fork for you to be able to, to pull out your seedlings to help you get them out. So like I said, you get 10 of these. I can fit 12 of these on one of these units, which means I can plant 144 seeds on this one stand. Now in comparison, on the Gardener Supply website, the Stack and Grow that I picked out, you could only grow 72 seedlings. So this is considerably less when you calculate how much it is per seedling cost, startup cost. And then on this one, my other one, I bought more seedling trays. These are a little bit larger. I'll probably put my tomato starts in these. So these are only 6 seedlings per tray, so they're a little bit bigger. So I might have to transplant them into something bigger, but I'm hoping I can get them in the ground at this size. Tomatoes I might have to go up, but these are good for flower starts for sure. So that's my basic setup. I did buy some additional accessories, which I'm going to show you now. I want to show you these seedling heat mats that I bought. I got these on Amazon on Prime Day, and these are 2, and they were 16 and change for this box of them, and they are 10 by 20.75 inches, which should fit pretty well on each shelf. So I'll have 2 of these to use to help speed up germination. Some seeds need a warmer than the ambient room temperature, which is about 70 in my house. So this should help to speed things along a little bit. I also wanted to experiment with this gadget. Doesn't this look interesting? This is a seed block maker. And this is a really tiny one. There's 20 seeds you can plant when you make the seed block. And I'll demonstrate this at some point to show you how it works. But this, I'm trying to think who I saw online was using this. But I thought I'd give it a try to see if it would help instead of for my direct sowing seeds outside. I actually planted them in these mini seed blocks and then put into the ground. Kind of help germination get going, a little more controlled environment. And what you do is you have to create a mix of soilless planting. I don't know what it's called. I guess it's like seed starting mix, but you can't buy regular seed starting mix. You kind of need to make a combination of compost and seed starting mix. Has to be really fine because these are so tiny. And then you moisten the mixture, and then you kind of put this down and pack it into here. And then this, see, this spring loaded, so you would eject the little blocks. And then you plant, and you see there's a little, these little nubs actually create an indentation in each little block for where you would put the seed. What else did I get? I got this power saving strip timer. So this I can set so the lights will go on and off by themselves. It's got a number of different outlets, so this should do fine because I only have 2 plugs. And then I can set the hours and minutes that I want the lights to be on every day. This is a set it and forget it, and this is my kind of gardening because I always forget to turn the lights on and off. So this is going to come in handy. These look like you use like these in a lab, but these are actually to help with the watering of the seedlings. So instead of putting the water or spritzing water on the top of the seedling, you can direct water, or you can even slightly lift the tray, stick this in the side, and put some water right into the bottom where, and then the water will wick up into the soil. So those are for watering, and I think these are just a few dollars. Again, an Amazon product. I'll try to link everything below. Finally, to keep all this paraphernalia organized, I got these trays. Reminds me of school. They're actually cafeteria trays. Nice plastic trays to put, move stuff around. And these were $1.99 each on Amazon. I thought that was a really good buy. I might go back actually and get a couple more. But you see how these are all moving around on here? It might be nice to put them on here, and then with the lip, we'll keep everything in place. So I would recommend those too. That is about it. That is my seed starting setup for a beginner. So thanks again for joining me today to see how I set up my seed starting system. I think this is a good alternative for those of you that want something that's a little more refined looking, and yet is low cost. I would have loved to have the Gardener Supply seed set up. They have some beautiful systems. And if you look at a lot of different vloggers out there, they highly recommend them. But I just didn't really have the space, and I didn't want to spend that much money for that. So I hope you'll be back to join me and see how the seed starting adventure continues. I'm thinking I might do some microgreens over the fall/early winter, so we'll get to see how the setup works. And until that time, have a great day. If you like this post, you learned a little something from me, please subscribe below and like. Have a great day, everyone. And here's my gardening helper lying down on the job, Stella. Man, dog's life, it's wonderful.